global terrorism has roots in ancient conflicts, evolved significantly in the 20th century with political and anti-colonial movements, and continues to develop through factors like online radicalization, nationalism, and extreme religious extremism. So responses to terrorism have included international legal efforts, military and police action, intelligence sharing, and addressing underlying issues like poverty and political instability. Though the most effective strategies are debated and often involve a combination of approaches. So right now is we're gonna tackle about the origins of global terrorism. So we have 20th century evolution, next is the political and social movements, and last is the online radicalization. So first is the 20th century evolution. So in 20th century, saw terrorism used in a wide range of conflicts, including anti-colonial struggles, national disputes, and internal civil wars. So next is the political and social movements. So here is many groups are motivated by political ideologies such as socialism, nationalism, and religious extremism. So next is the online radicalization. So here is modern terrorism is increasingly characterized by individuals radicalizing online through social media and other platforms, which can lead to a rise in attacks by lone actors. Socioeconomic factors, instability, poverty, and unemployment can increase the likelihood of terrorism originating from a country, and it can also have wider economic and social effects on affected societies.
Cyber warfare. Cyber warfare involves using cyber attacks against another nation, causing significant harm such as disrupting vital computer systems or even loss of life. Cyber warfare is like a fight, but instead of using weapons, countries in group use computers and internet. Countries try to harm each other by hacking into computer systems. Hackers, criminals, and even terrorists use cyber attack to steal money or cause trouble. Attackers target important things like power plants, water systems, banks, government offices, and companies. They use bad software called malware, which is like a computer virus that steals information and breaks things. They also use phishing, which means tricking people with fake emails to get them to click on links or give away their password. Another way they attack is by overloading systems, which crashes websites by sending too much traffic. And finally, they steal data by breaking into computer systems and getting private information through data breaches. New dangers are popping up online. One is the Internet of Things, which include everyday devices like smart TVs and refrigerators connected to the internet. The problem is that many of these aren't secure, making it easier for hackers to get in. Artificial intelligence is another concern because hackers can use AI to create smarter attacks that are harder to find. Quantum computing, which involves super-fast computers, poses a threat because they could break the codes that protect our online information. Lastly, disinformation campaigns spread fake news online, which can trick people and make them distrust important organizations.
So, cyber warfare is like a digital fight where important systems are attacked and new threats are making it harder to stay safe online.
What is international peacekeeping rules and success? International peacekeeping is an important activity that helps countries stop fighting and build peace. Most peacekeepers come from the United Nations, or known as UN. They work together to protect people and support countries after a conflict. Rules of international peacekeeping: stop violence and keep peace. Peacekeepers help stop fighting between groups. They stand as neutral forces to make sure both sides follow peace agreements. Second, protect civilians. Peacekeepers protect ordinary peoples, especially women and children, from danger and violence. Third, support elections and government. They help countries hold fair elections and support the government in returning to normal operations. Fourth, rebuild communities. Peacekeepers assist in rebuilding schools, hospitals, and basic services so that people can live safely again. As of international peacekeeping.
Sierra Leone, West Africa, UN. Peacekeepers helped end a long civil war. They protected civilians, collected weapons from fighters, and support free elections. Because of this, Sierra Leone became more stable and peaceful.
East Timor, Southeast Asia. Peacekeepers help the country become independent. They stopped violence, protect people, and supported the first national elections. Today, East Timor is a peaceful nation.
Objective. The objective of NATO intervention and conflict resolution are to de-escalate violence, restore stability, address root causes of dispute through collective security measures. NATO intervention aimed to halt atrocity, ethnic cleansing in Kosovo, protect civilians, and enforce international law, while conflict resolution effort focus on fostering political dialogue. Dayton Accords and Bosnia, rebuilding institutions, and promote long-term peace. Together, these goals seek to deter aggression, strengthen regional security partnerships, and create conditions for sustainable reconciliation and cooperation. NATO intervention refers to military action undertaken by the North Atlantic Treaty Organization in the sovereign state, typically without that state's consent, often citing humanitarian and security reasons. These interventions are usually authorized by the North Atlantic Council and aim to protect civilians, enforce peace, or establish region facing conflict. Such actions are highly continuous, raising complex questions about international law, national sovereignty, and the use of force. Example of NATO intervention. NATO intervention in Bosnia during the 1990s aimed to halt ethnic violence and enforce peace through air campaign and peacekeeping forces. Similarly, in Kosovo, NATO intervened to stop ethnic cleansing by launching airstrikes, which led to the deployment of KFOR or Kosovo Force to maintain security. This intervention demonstrates NATO's shift towards crisis management and its role in establishing the Western Balkans. So, what is the meaning of NATO? NATO means North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NATO ay mahalagang aspeto sa pandaigdigang seguridad na naglalayong tugunan ang mga krisis sa pamamagitan ng iba't ibang paraan. Ayon sa ibinibigay na teksto, ito ay maaaring magsama ng diplomatikong pagsisikap tulad ng mga negosasyon at pagkikipag-ugnayan sa mga bansa at pang-ekonomiyang parusa o sanksyon sa naglalayong pigilan ang mga agresibong aksyon sa pamamagitan ng paghihigpit sa kalakalan o pinansyal na tulong. Kung kinakailangan, maaari ring magsama ang militar na pag-deploy kabilang ang airstrikes, mga pag-atake sa himpapawid, ground troops, mga sundalong lupa o naval blockades, mga hadlang sa dagat or sundalong dagat upang protektahan ang kapayapaan o pigilan ang pagkalat ng labanan.
Conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is the process of peacefully resolving disputes between individuals, groups, or nations through various methods such as negotiation, mediation, and diplomacy. It aims to de-escalate tension, address the underlying causes of conflict, and establish lasting values that are acceptable to all parties involved. Successful conflict resolution often requires compromise, communication, and a willingness to find common ground to promote stability and prevent future hostilities. The ultimate goal is to transform adversarial relationships into cooperative ones, fostering understanding and mutual respect. So, conflict and resolution, for example, is a group of friends. They have a conflict. So, busa ma-solusyonan nilang conflict, i-address na nila ang ilang problem kung asa nagsugod ang conflict, and through that is masolusyonan ang conflict through communicate each other and respect each other and others understand each other.